How often should older adults shower? It seems like such a simple question, yet behind it lies a quiet complexity, a set of evolving truths shaped by age, health, comfort, and routine. For decades, many of us have treated daily showers as non-negotiable, a cornerstone of cleanliness, a ritual folded into the rhythm of everyday life. But as the years pass, the body whispers new needs, and it's worth listening. This isn't just about soap and water. It's about how aging changes our skin, our habits, and even our sense of what it means to feel fresh. For some seniors, skipping a daily shower can feel wrong, even shameful. For others, it's a relief, a kind and conscious choice made to preserve comfort and well-being. Think of all the quiet shifts that accompany getting older: skin that dries more easily, joints that stiffen, mornings that begin more slowly. Suddenly, that bracing daily rinse might feel more like a chore than a comfort. And yet, the question of how often to shower isn't just about physical changes. It's also deeply personal. Lifestyle, mobility, health conditions, even climate all play a role in shaping what's right. In this video, we'll explore what modern dermatologists, geriatric specialists, and everyday seniors have to say about this deceptively simple topic. We'll meet real people, like Jim, who realized his daily garage grime no longer existed after retirement, or Barbara, who found new freedom in a shower chair. Their stories and their adaptations paint a fuller picture of what hygiene looks like in the later chapters of life. You'll discover why the daily shower isn't necessarily the gold standard anymore, and what you can do instead to stay clean, confident, and in tune with your body. From skin science to creative alternatives, we'll unpack the facts and offer guidance that's gentle, practical, and deeply respectful of the aging journey. By the end, you may walk away with more than just an answer. You might find a new understanding of your body's needs, and maybe even a sense of permission to do less, but better. Let's begin by stepping away from habits we never thought to question, and toward routines that truly fit who we are now. First, hygiene needs shift with lifestyle. Not everyone needs a daily shower. And that statement, while surprising to some, becomes more true as we age. For many older adults, the idea of showering every day is a habit formed long ago, rooted in decades of fast-paced living, demanding jobs, and active schedules. But what happens when that pace slows? Take Jim, for example, a 75-year-old retired mechanic whose hands still carry the calluses of a life spent working with grease and gears. Back then, daily showers weren't optional. He'd come home coated in the day's labor, the heat and dirt clinging to his skin like armor. The shower was more than cleansing. It was a reset, a way to reclaim comfort and dignity after a long shift. Now, his days unfold differently. Mornings begin with a quiet cup of coffee and the rustle of a newspaper. He strolls the neighborhood with his dog, reads on the porch, maybe tends to his potted plants. And one morning, after skipping his usual shower, simply out of forgetfulness, he paused. No sweat, no grime, no uncomfortable stickiness. He felt fine. Jim's small realization echoes a larger truth. Hygiene needs are dynamic. As activity levels shift in retirement or older age, the body's needs shift too. Sweat glands become less active. Oil production slows. The skin, less exposed to daily physical stress, accumulates less dirt and odor. The biological demand for daily scrubbing decreases. And yet, the cultural weight of daily showers is heavy. Many older adults still carry a sense of guilt or fear about skipping a day, afraid they'll feel unclean, or, worse, be judged for it. But experts reassure us cleanliness isn't one size fits all. In fact, it's often more about strategic care than frequency. What does that look like? For seniors whose lifestyles are more active, perhaps they garden, exercise outdoors, or live in warmer climates, regular showers might still feel necessary. But for those with gentler routines, less sweat, and minimal exposure to outdoor elements, the need to shower daily diminishes, and that's okay. Hygiene also includes the little things. Fresh clothes, especially clean underwear and socks, can go a long way. A clean shirt, a quick face wash, or a brushed head of hair can restore a sense of freshness and confidence. Often without a full shower. Jim found his rhythm. A few showers a week, paired with light daily hygiene, kept him feeling just as clean, but with less dryness and effort. It's a rhythm more and more seniors are discovering, one that aligns with their energy, comfort, and daily reality. The takeaway: hygiene isn't about how often you stand under running water. It's about how intentionally you care for your body, given where you are in life. And sometimes, doing a little less is exactly what your body is asking for. Second, targeted cleaning. Small areas, big impact. Even if full body showers aren't part of your daily routine, hygiene doesn't take a day off. And for older adults, the key to feeling fresh isn't necessarily found in soaking head to toe. It's in paying close attention to the parts of the body that need regular care. Think of it as precision hygiene, cleaning what matters most and skipping what doesn't. Let's meet Henry, an 80-year-old retired postman whose daily walks once spanned entire neighborhoods. He took great pride in his routine, including a hot shower every morning. It was how he jump-started his day, how he loosened up his joints and got ready to move. But arthritis had other plans. As his knees stiffened and stepping into the tub became painful, the ritual turned into a struggle. At first, Henry resisted change. He feared feeling unclean, maybe even embarrassed. But then he tried a different approach: a washcloth, a bowl of warm water, and 5 intentional minutes each morning. He sat on the edge of his bed, gently wiping down his underarms, groin, feet, and face. The difference was immediate. No discomfort, no dry skin, and to his surprise, he still felt perfectly fresh. These key areas, underarms, groin, face, and feet, are the body's hotspots. They're warm, often covered, and prone to moisture, bacteria buildup, and odor. Even if the rest of the skin remains relatively clean, ignoring these zones can lead to discomfort, rashes, or infections. The underarms, with dense sweat glands, still produce odor even if overall sweating has decreased. A quick wipe each morning removes sweat residue and prevents irritation. The groin area, tucked away and prone to dampness, benefits from gentle cleaning to reduce the risk of fungal infections. The face collects oils, dust, and irritants from the air, all of which can clog pores or leave the skin feeling grimy. And the feet, especially for seniors with circulation issues or diabetes, need careful attention to prevent infection, dryness, and odor. Henry's simple routine, repeated daily, gave him confidence and comfort without the physical strain of a full shower. And he's not alone. Many seniors, especially those with mobility challenges, find this focused method easier, safer, and more skin-friendly. Tools like no-rinse wipes, warm washcloths, or gentle cleansers make this process even more convenient. It's not about cutting corners. It's about prioritizing care where it matters most. So if full showers feel too tiring, too harsh, or too frequent, try scaling back and zooming in. By focusing on the body's essential areas, you can maintain a strong sense of hygiene and comfort. No tub or tiles required. Hygiene isn't all or nothing. Sometimes, a thoughtful 5 minutes is all it takes to feel renewed. Third, aging skin and the risks of overshowering. As we age, our skin becomes more like fine paper. Delicate, thinner, and far less resilient than it once was. What used to bounce back after a steamy shower now reacts with tightness, redness, or flaking. And yet, many seniors continue to bathe daily, unaware that this very habit could be contributing to the discomfort they feel. Let's go back to Susan, a 72-year-old grandmother who had long considered her morning shower sacred. It was how she prepared to face the world, a personal ritual that helped her feel clean, awake, and composed. But recently, that post-shower glow had been replaced with something less pleasant: dry patches, itchy arms, and a sensation like her skin was too tight for her body. No matter how much she moisturized afterward, the discomfort persisted. Her lavender-scented lotion, once a favorite, now stung on contact. It wasn't until a visit to her dermatologist that she discovered the root cause. Overshowering was stripping her skin of the limited natural oils it still had. Aging skin produces fewer oils, which means it has less natural protection, and daily exposure to hot water and harsh soaps only worsens the problem. For younger skin, these oils replenish quickly, but for older adults, recovery takes longer, and in the meantime, the skin becomes vulnerable. Dryness leads to irritation. Irritation can lead to cracking, and cracked skin, that's an open door for bacteria and infection. But the risks don't stop at dryness. Overwashing can also disrupt the skin's microbiome, the natural colony of good bacteria that defends against harmful invaders. Antibacterial soaps and excessive cleansing don't just remove dirt. They wipe out this delicate balance, sometimes making seniors more susceptible to the very infections they're trying to avoid. Susan's experience is far from rare. Dermatologists routinely advise older patients to reduce full showers to 2 or 3 times a week, opt for lukewarm water instead of hot, and use fragrance-free, gentle cleansers. These simple shifts can make a profound difference, turning the bathroom from a battleground back into a place of relief. It's not about lowering standards of cleanliness. It's about adapting them to your body's new reality. After Susan followed her doctor's advice, her redness faded, the itchiness calmed, and for the first time in a while, her skin felt like her own again. If you've noticed persistent dryness, sensitivity, or discomfort after bathing, your skin might be sending a message. Listen. You don't have to give up the comfort of cleanliness. Just reframe how you approach it. Gentle is the new effective, and less can truly be more. Our bodies change with time, and our routines should follow. By respecting what your skin needs now, you're honoring the journey it's taken you on, and ensuring comfort for the road ahead. Fourth, health and mobility challenges. When showering becomes a hurdle for many older adults, the question of how often to shower is less about choice and more about ability. What was once a quick, energizing routine can gradually transform into a daunting task filled with pain, effort, and even danger. When health and mobility shift, so must our approach to hygiene. Take Barbara, a 77-year-old retired nurse who once started every day with a brisk, refreshing shower before long hospital shifts. She never thought twice about it, until arthritis stiffened her shoulders and hips, turning each movement into a quiet battle. Lifting a leg over the edge of the tub became a major effort. Standing upright for more than a few minutes left her trembling. She started skipping showers, first occasionally, then more regularly. And with that came guilt. She was a nurse, after all. Hygiene was part of who she was. But then a friend suggested something simple, a shower chair and a handheld nozzle. Barbara was hesitant. Weren't those for patients, for people less independent? She resisted until the pain outweighed her pride. And when she finally tried it, everything changed. Sitting down, feeling warm water cascade over her without strain, she smiled. Cleanliness no longer came with a cost. Barbara's experience mirrors that of many seniors whose bodies, through aging, illness, or injury, have redefined what's possible. Arthritis, joint replacements, chronic pain, balance issues, or muscle weakness can all turn a simple shower into a source of dread. And let's not forget cognitive challenges, such as dementia. For some, the act of showering becomes confusing or frightening. The sound of running water, the sensation of being cold, or simply not remembering why they're in the bathroom can trigger distress. The solution: adaptation. Hygiene shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't be frightening or exhausting. Tools like shower chairs, grab bars, non-slip mats, and handheld nozzles can make a world of difference. So can scheduling showers at times when energy levels are highest, or having a caregiver nearby for support. For some, A full shower may not be necessary every time. A warm cloth, no rinse wipe, or targeted sponge bath can maintain cleanliness without taxing the body. It's not less than. It's smarter, safer, and more compassionate. And what about those with medical conditions like incontinence? Their needs may be more frequent. But even then, spot cleaning with gentle, pH-balanced products can protect the skin without requiring constant full-body washes. Ultimately, hygiene should uplift, not exhaust. It should support dignity, not diminish it. If stepping into the shower feels like climbing a mountain, it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that your routine needs to evolve. Just like Barbara, you may find that a simple change brings not just cleanliness, but comfort and control. Your health matters, your safety matters, and how you care for your body should reflect that every single day. Fifth, when cleanliness backfires, the hidden risks of overshowering. For generations, we've even taught that daily showers are a sign of good hygiene, even self-respect. It's a message many of us absorbed young and carried into every decade of life. But what if that well-meaning ritual, especially in our later years, does more harm than good? That was Ellen's story. At 78, she still carried herself with the commanding presence of the school principal she once was. Her routines were structured, her standards high, and a daily shower was non-negotiable. It helped her feel polished, alert, and ready to take on the day. But gradually, her skin began telling a different story. No matter how thickly she applied lotion, her hands and legs stayed dry. Then came the itching. Then the cracks, tiny, painful fissures on her heels that made each step feel like walking on splinters. She brushed it off at first, blaming the weather. But when an infection crept in, she finally sat across from her doctor, confused and frustrated. The verdict: too much water, too often. Ellen's daily showers, once a source of pride, were stripping away the protective oils her aging skin desperately needed. Hot water and soap, once harmless, had become culprits, tearing down her body's natural barrier and leaving her skin exposed and defenseless. This isn't rare. Dermatologists emphasize that as we age, our skin loses its ability to bounce back. The outer layer becomes thinner, the oil glands slow, and the microbiome, the colony of beneficial bacteria living on our skin, becomes easier to disrupt. That balance is essential for keeping harmful microbes out and moisture in. Overshowering weakens this system. It removes more than dirt. It erodes the skin's ecosystem. Harsh soaps or antibacterial cleansers can be especially damaging, killing off helpful bacteria and setting the stage for infections, eczema flare-ups, or even fungal conditions. For seniors, the consequences can spiral. A small crack becomes an entry point for bacteria. If the immune system is already weaker, due to age, medications, or chronic illness, a minor skin issue can grow into a serious complication. And the cycle continues. More discomfort leads to more products, more scrubbing, and more damage. But it doesn't have to be this way. Ellen's doctor recommended a softer approach. Cut down to 2 or 3 showers a week. Use cooler water and switch to a fragrance-free moisturizing cleanser. The results came slowly, but surely. Her skin calmed, the cracks healed, and the infection cleared. Not because she scrubbed harder, but because she started listening to her body. The message is clear: cleanliness matters, but balance matters more. More isn't always better, especially when it comes to older skin. If your showers leave you dry, itchy, or sore, it may be time to rethink what clean means. You're not failing your body by showering less. You're caring for it wisely. Sometimes, stepping back is the most respectful step forward. Sixth, alternatives to daily showers. Staying fresh. The gentle way: daily showers aren't the only way to stay clean. In fact, for many older adults, embracing alternative hygiene methods can lead to better comfort, healthier skin, and less physical strain. Cleanliness doesn't have to come with effort, discomfort, or risk. It can be smart, simple, and tailored to you. Let's meet Richard, an 81-year-old former carpenter whose hands once shaped homes and built family memories. After hip surgery, stepping into a shower became a risky ordeal. The slick floor, the fear of falling, the ache of simply standing, it all added up. But Richard missed that clean feeling. He missed the way water washed away the fog of sleep and the weight of the day. Then his daughter brought him a basin, a soft sponge, and a gentle cleanser. At first, he was skeptical. Could something so basic really help him feel clean? But he gave it a try. Warm water, a clean cloth, a light wipe across his face, underarms, groin, and legs, a spritz of dry shampoo to refresh his hair. Within minutes, Richard smiled. No risk, no chills, no pain, and just as fresh as ever. His experience isn't unique. More and more seniors are discovering the benefits of alternative hygiene routines that prioritize skin health and comfort. Here are a few options that are safe, effective, and easy to incorporate into your daily rhythms. Sponge baths. A warm, damp cloth and a mild soap can cleanse key areas of the body without the need for a full shower. Done while sitting, it's less taxing and more stable. No rinse wipes or cleansing foams, originally used in hospitals. These products are perfect for quick cleanups, especially for those with limited mobility or chronic pain. Moisturizing cleansers. Unlike harsh soaps, these help clean while also hydrating the skin, reducing the risk of dryness or irritation. Dry shampoo. A few sprays can absorb oil and add volume to hair without needing a full wash, helping maintain scalp comfort between shampoos. Foot soaks or hand washes. Targeted soaking, especially for seniors with diabetes or circulation issues, helps keep extremities clean and healthy. What matters most is finding what works for you. For some, it might mean full showers a few times a week, with sponge baths on in between days. For others, daily freshening up with wipes or cloths may do the trick, especially when combined with fresh clothes and good oral hygiene. Richard still takes showers, just not every day. And when he does, he feels no pressure to rush or push through pain. On other days, his basin and sponge are enough. And that, truly, is the heart of hygiene in older age: listening to your body, adjusting to your needs, and doing what makes you feel clean and cared for, without sacrificing comfort. Because hygiene isn't about doing the most. It's about doing what matters, in a way that feels right for you. So, how often should seniors shower? If you've followed us this far, you know the answer isn't simple. And it's certainly not universal. We've explored how aging skin becomes more delicate, how lifestyle and mobility affect hygiene needs, and how even well-intended routines like daily showers can backfire when not adapted to the realities of growing older. But here's the heart of it all. There's no one-size-fits-all rule. The right shower schedule is the one that fits you, your skin, your health, your daily rhythm. For some, that may still mean a daily rinse under warm water. For others, it may mean 2 full showers a week, supplemented by targeted cleaning with wipes, cloths, or no-rinse products. Both are valid, both are respectful, both are clean. The seniors we met, Susan, Jim, Ellen, Henry, Barbara, and Richard, each found a unique balance that worked for their lives. Susan discovered the peace of gentler skincare. Jim realized he didn't need to shower every day to feel fresh. Ellen learned that overshowering was harming her skin. Henry adapted with a warm cloth and a steady hand. Barbara found comfort and safety in a shower chair. And Richard reclaimed cleanliness through a sponge, a basin, and a bit of trust. Their stories remind us that hygiene isn't about rigid routines. It's about flexibility, intention, and self-respect. Maybe your skin has been feeling dry. Maybe you're recovering from surgery. Maybe showers feel exhausting or unsafe. Or maybe, like so many, you've just followed the same pattern for decades without ever stopping to ask, does this still work for me? Now's the time to ask. Try changing your products. Switch to a gentle, moisturizing cleanser. Use cooler water. Cut back the number of showers. Add a few moments of targeted care each morning, and most importantly, observe how your body responds. Are you more comfortable, less itchy, less anxious about slipping or straining? These small adjustments can make a world of difference. Not just for your skin, but for your sense of control, dignity, and ease. In the end, hygiene is deeply personal. It's not about checking a box. It's about showing up for yourself in ways that feel safe, smart, and soothing. So, what's one thing you'll try? What's one lesson you're taking with you? Maybe it's a sponge bath instead of a daily shower. Maybe it's listening to your body just a little more closely. Whatever it is, trust that you're doing it right. Your body has served you for decades. Now's the time to return the favor. With kindness, with gentleness, and with care that reflects where you are today. Thanks for being here. Here's to feeling good, inside and out.